Okay, so Erhao playing versus Jiayang for this Samsung Cup semifinal. Winner will play Dinghao or Park Jun-wan in final. Okay, so putting like this. Shimare as well. No approach. Okay. Sansan Invasion. He's playing here. Yeah. Okay, that one. So now pincers here. Yes. So there is attach. No. Okay, we got a special move here. It's not a new move. We see this. This is even AI considered to. AI says to play here. AI on Fox says doing this. This is for me all the used to be Kosumi used to be a move. The Kema like this also used to be moves, and in very special case this one. And it seems that the moves like this and the Kosumi disappeared for me. And AI most of the time says attach, choose where to attach, but attach. And here, this one. And that's also AI recommendation on Fox. That's also AI variation. So to play this and pincers here. So I'm curious what is really condition for this. Maybe it's just the attachment is playable and this one is good morning, Papa Snake. So maybe anyway in most of the case this is close to be the same. I mean playable. It used to be just okay. Yeah, that's right. This is getting some AI moves like this. For me, it's yeah, maybe, but I think it's there is many. You don't need to play the blue move. There is some in the opening. Sometimes there is 15 moves. They are similar to the blue move, and sometimes if you give more time to AI to think, the blue move change. So in the opening, there is many options, and there is many times it's interesting to not play the blue move because maybe your opponent doesn't know, doesn't study. So sometimes it's better to play. I think, and we will see more. It's if you just play the most expected way, it's there is no surprise, and your opponent is probably more prepared than you. So maybe play something special. So the opening, it's even if a move looks bad, there is many cases AI says, okay, no problem, it's just the opening, don't panic, just choose some choose some moves that make that move is working, and it's still possible. Maybe you can start on second line and make it okay. Just it depends of what you play after. It will be a unusual game, but you are more or less free to play what you want. So I think it's just understand what you do. Following AI blindly is not good. The important is uh, is to know what you do. So okay, we got the move here. So jump here is AI expected move as well. I think for this one, some attach crosscut here is some classic pattern, and consider to get the Sansan also might be an option. Yeah, I think it's so the opening is sometimes we got big fight in the opening and game's over. but there is many times the most important is the end game. So because both players manage to keep it close most of the time, and in the end game there is even for pro there is more than 10 points difference sometimes. So the end game is the parts they lost more points sometimes. Most of the time for me, it's they lost in the end game, and in the middle game with big fight. But the opening most of the time is so it's not simple to play a great end game. Of course, you can make mistake and it's possible to take advantage. But most of the time for top players, you are not losing the game in the opening. So probably the most important is the end game for me, as it's possible to keep it close until the end game. So it's possible to try to keep it simple and just play a good end game. And if your opponent is not good at the end game, it's you can win just with the end game. But being be strong in the end game is you are strong about reading and so you are strong in fight. So anyway, anyway you don't need to keep it simple. Uh, oh yeah, interesting idea. No, I never tried. I never tried, but interesting idea. You discover what happened, or we get the position after. Okay, so pincer here. After we got the stone here, pincer makes sense. So why jumping here? It seems there is a cut, so probably you had to play there. As if you don't, why cut here seems to be interesting. So yeah, he's doing this. And white has to defend the stone here. So he played, and black again needs to defend cut. So what he did? Block or play there? Play there. So white connects. Connects that way. Okay, resist. And black here. So white play this one, and black, what is doing? You don't want to give easy corner to white. But defense the corner is looks like there is no territory. So what you do here? Um, I'm not big fan of. Yeah, I play the jump. Okay. Yeah, that's signal shape, right? And so the black two stones and white two stones. So the move should be to jump here for black. Looks very strange, but if he wants to reproduce the shape, play there. Oh, it seems okay here. Yeah, yeah, different plan at this stage here. It's to play this right now here. So you let white play here, but this time you get some corner and leads to different game. Okay. And is it moving that stone good or bad for black? It seems to be, yeah, okay. He lost very little, but that's a super close game. And okay, so here. So I was thinking this position in the corner is tricky, and AI says just play it here. So for me, it's a strange move. White jump and black's here, white here, sealed in black. I'm not a big fan of this idea, so feels difficult to follow AI pattern here, I guess. this is kind of the opposite of what we learn. White still in black. Black here with one defense, the corner open onto area. There is no territory if you play there. So of course you cut white, but there is no territory. So doesn't really make sense. But when white played here, it's anyway when blacks do this, white happy to play 2 and 4. This is building top side and still in black. And cut are not too dangerous. Black has to extend anyway. And after white has time to make a Shimmery, which 6 is play the 4th line is working with influence. So I think play the move here, it's easy for black to play shoulder it and reduce white's potential. So I think you can consider this one or this one, but looking 4th line for influence makes sense for white. And maybe you can consider to, after the extent, you can consider to press to develop as well. And so here, black's played more natural move here. He says, okay, the corner is just trash. If I play there, we don't care. And there is some attachment here. So you want what whites to play, and now you can't really seal in black. And this time you can consider, but maybe black is going to say white has to run, and you can fight a little more that group. So what happens here? White play there, okay, pushing for black. So also here there is some troubles when you played here as now when you do this. Is it trouble? It's not a big trouble, right? No, it's not a big one. Here, this is, you had time to play here. This is not dangerous. So you can play this and maybe placement. Yeah, placement is okay, right? There is a thing here. Looks like something. I'm not perfectly sure. At least here, this is when you got this. It seems you cut some stones, but it's no problem white able to play here. It's a ladder play right now, so there is not really something. You can play 3 and white probably has to connect as this one. This time Atari will be something, as if you got 7 for 8 before, you can consider capture 2 stones, but even like this, I'm not sure it's bad for white. So maybe it's not too much. Attach here, okay, this, and you can play there. This is potential 1-eye for black, but still, if you played here, I guess it's not perfect eye shape here. It's still not really eye shape here right now. So that way it's still not. So it's not really the space for 1-eye if I choose to answer. And so here it depends. If I play can remove, and so this is half eye shape here. Of course, white 4 stones under attack, but it's white to play, so white will do something, right? Okay, he's playing here, and now he jumped. So black is not perfectly alive on 2 groups. So this means 2 weak groups for black and only 1 for white. So for me, it's a better position for white, this one, no? Looks like black's 2 weak groups versus only 1. Yeah. Yeah, maybe the top side will be not so big, of course. Oh, here? Okay. When black played here, it seems AI play is just you play there. So this means, okay, black can cut, but white here got base. So it was good here to let black push through. And you play this, you play this one. So the result is white has 0 weak groups here, and black still got 2 here. Yeah, the black can escape in the game situation. And here you see, here, it's the AI plan here. When black push here. When black push here, it's white says, okay, I got base on for both groups here. White is alive, so white is kind of strong, and black got 2 weak groups here. So this is, so follow up here is to do that. White defense, black's defense, and you push here. So Black slightly better here, but it's a little damage to 2 stones. So not simple for black here. I think I prefer. I understand. I prefer this for white compared to the game, as white has kind of no weak groups here, and yeah, black's pushing truth doesn't seem so great here. It seems to you have to, but for whites, let's the block seems to be not the best play here. Just and again, this is not what we really learn. Let's opponent cutting stones like this. It's usually we are telling this is bad for white. But as white, for me, as white got base here, it's easy to say that's okay. Why not? Anyway, you are cut. Here you are also cut. So you got base for top, but for stones, not. And so, and this case is not difficult to make base for both of them. And now that's even here. Okay, that's crazy, but here, so here, the situation here, white's playing here, win rate for white, 60%. This block, win rate for white, 45. So he lost 15%, slightly more than 15% win rate. So this is like the block here is first mistake in the game. It was for black jumping here, according to I, it's losing a little, but playable. But here, play the block for white it starts to be a mistake here. About if we check the win rates of AI, if we check AI win rates, we can consider this as a mistake. So yeah, but I think it's not question about territory. It's a question about direction of play. That's the situation here. White is alive on both groups here. So I think it's about the direction of play here. So this is I think this is about the strength of groups. Here white the 4 stones here got support and they are much more stronger. So the if you compare white strength and black strength, it's white group is stronger than black groups here. And the game situation here, white stones gets way weaker. So black, it's easier for black to pressure the stones. So black can make profit pressuring this. And with Kosumi here, it's more difficult to pressure the stones. In game, why get the first center move? If I play S16, so the S16. This is white. Yeah, white played here first, but that's damage to the top in exchange. So in the other variation, white got the move at K16. So get K16 is important. If here white needs to play and you can attach here, that's a big move here. If white forced to accept there is something like this, or maybe jump here, this is a big reduction, and even 3 stones in top left can be in trouble. But if you don't play some push here, the block here can be threatening about white's life. And so if you had to answer, this is a good exchange for black. So white has to defend here, but now it's black attach, okay. But as white didn't answer to the attach, he will got something here earlier with a variation like this. It was when black attach, you can do the thing here. And I think there is a difference about the top side is way bigger for white here. Yeah, there is still the jump here, I mean. So here black got this one. At array, okay. So this is starting to be a good fight for black here. It seems the attachment here is kind of unnecessary. You can wait a little. Playing this, you know, pressure white. And white has time to do this right now? I don't think. I think when you jump here, if white defends this, is probably white in deep trouble and will die. So this is why to run, and you can do something to captures too here with that troubles. So that way might be better. And so what I say is the white here, you had to defend for cuts, and now white tries to escape here. So there is some exchange here, you defend cuts, and white's turn. So don't touch because maybe he wants to invade at 11 later, if you can. So if you attach here, maybe you kill invasion, and maybe he wants this one, or this one. So there can be options, or also this one, what happens here, you know? If you played at array here, you counter at array. So you had to go down. So this might be something with no Tesuji or here. You can use that one, that Aji here. So that's why maybe played here first. So can be strong Aji here. So I prefer that way for black here. And so we attach white here. Okay. So anyway, it's close game. And yeah, it seems the white answers here is not what AI planned here. Okay, that's it seems this is white can jump this way, so jump faster, and so it's supposed to be the best here according to AI. But so as white here, it's still 60% win rate for black, so it's super close. But earlier it was 60% win rate for white, so white lost a little. But still close game. So black played here to defend a little the cut. His group now is out of danger. Even white 3 stones can start to be in trouble at some point. If white keep playing here, for later, black's playing Kosum here can be strong, and probably Sente, as if I just play somewhere else, I think with a move like 3, this can be white not alive, and a serious trouble, or maybe just try to seal in, force him to try to do something, and you can do huge left side with a wall. So it can also be something. And so white choose here. So white choose here. There is maybe options to attach here. So the capture here may ask white to cut first. And when you play here, go down for white, not supposed to work, because with 7 and 9 here, you are capturing. So this shape is usually the best to do is something like this. And so white can press down, improve his shape, but that's kind of standard. I think on this, I consider this is to. It seems you can resist here, I think, and sometimes on this pattern, its AI recommends more to play that way. So can be the way to play this one. And so this can be an option. So he just played here. Okay. So white here, so it seems to be a sacrifice, maybe? So he's telling white, please secure the capture. And there is a lot of forcing moves in that case. And here black center, right? Okay, it seems here about this move here. AI plan is slightly different, slightly more ambitious. So it seems this one was a bit too shy. So attach here, Ane. So black Satori one time and extend. The ladder here is good for white, right? And now you play this one. So trying to catch in bigger way, trying to capture them like this. So that way, and blacks here. So that's AI variation. So tries to catch bigger, at least returning to catch something bigger. And so white played here. So for me, it's something you can save anyway. Um, but it seems this is missing something here. So it's more, yeah, okay. This is using the attachment here. I was talking this attach is something you can play. So I was thinking maybe get this trade before can be interesting, but yeah, probably here anyway. If I played here, you can anyway play the move here or just here maybe. And if I played something, you can still capture if necessary. So play this right now, and white's attach and black's played here. So there is a little trade here. There is a little trade, but the ice is played that way for black. Yeah, and white and q9. Yeah, maybe, but I think you can cross cut, or maybe just played here. You know, white is not strong anyway. The cut here, you can play the move here. If I try this one anyway, you can cut here. So it's not clear. This gives eye shape to black here, so now that group is super strong. And white stones, you still need to defense them, and they are still in serious trouble here. So, still no eye shape here. So it can be annoying. And for later, black got the move around here. So this group will not be super big. And can also be under attack at some point. So I don't know. Yeah, and maybe the cut is something as well. You can do, if it's like this, you can still do this, and that's you got the side. So white can more or less settle, but the move like 8 is just you can capture if necessary. And so it's like urgent to play 10 here. So this means you connect groups. If you played here and tries to cut the push here, there is Atari here and cut. So I think white can't accept that way. So 8 is not something, it's probably more playing here or here. But still, this is you can connect, so white has to play 10 anyway. And if you don't play anything, probably, white somewhere else, probably this one is anyway big move, no? I mean, the group can still be under attack here. There is still no clear eye shape here. It's not clear about the eye shape, so I think move like 11 here is building nicely. Maybe you can go even this far. As this can build eye shape for white, but you also build a lot of strength for black. So easier for white to make life, but more strength for black compared to this one. As this one, maybe there is some cuts coming. The fight is different. So this is more peaceful, but gets more potential. And this one is telling white is not alive. And black already secure base on right side. So white probably can get some push here, but it's still big territory in that area. And white still not clear about the eye shape. So yeah, this is it seems to be too much compromise for black. He's losing. It's back to this situation. His win rate is like instead of 60%, instead of this can be here. Win rate of black is 66%, and this one is now only 52. So he lost almost about 52, 51, something like this. So here, yeah, if white played the attachment, AI says 51% for black. So he losing 15% win rate here. So the profit he got from white's block, Q18, was supposed to be black took advantage because white Q18. He losing the advantage because of R8. So a small mistake, it seems. But anyway, it's still perfectly playable game, of course. So now we got this one. So I think he wants to make it simple and take that big point, which is, of course, not bad for black to take that move here. And so white played here. Black has to secure that stone, maybe. So he's playing here, okay? That's that this Kosumi is a little support to this. And earlier, I was talking about this Kosumi returning 3 stones. So white defense, yeah, and he had time for this. So yeah, he played the Kosumi and interesting shape on the left. There is space to invade, but there is a big potential for black. So white played here, okay, invasion here. Okay, now he's playing here, asking blacks to capture. So black captures, but white develops bottom side in exchange. So he attach here first. So after this, it's supposed to be black needs to defend. Yeah, what he did. And now white jumped. I just played there. Okay, I was hoping for white just to be white being more ambitious. Maybe there is a move here. Probably you can attach here as well. This might be way to reduce and secure a lot. And this one in that case, why not just playing here right now? Maybe there is a black here, but you keep it more open. I'm curious here. What do you think about that one? Yeah, okay. Here, when black's here, it seems. So this can be an option to play. No, sorry. Here, this one can be an option, building the side like this. So just quickly follow up here. Black's playing here, and now white as a move here. You see, so this is you keep it open a little, and so there is maybe just full variation of AI. Okay, so in that variation, bottom side is some territory for white. It's kind of really open because so will be not so big because black stand and attachment here will reduce a lot. So maybe not so big, but at least with 7 you can avoid left side is big in exchange. Another one, yeah, can be, and it seems to be the best win rate is to play there. Best win rate for white, it seems. And so this is what I was talking, why not playing here right now before attach. So I'm afraid that the combination is tricky here in that case. In the game, I mean. And or this one, okay. Or this one. So yeah, that attachment is supposed to lose something for white. Not super big, but just the attachment first is losing something. When black play DNA is few percentage win rate. Okay, but it seems maybe black had no time to play here. It seems in the AI version, it's invasion here. The best play. Yeah, that's okay. This is giving white a really good win rate here. And this is to be a reasonable move for white. But for black, so there is two approach for black. You invade, and okay, there is a cut here, but you will manage. So, for example, the AI version is first striking here, because there is a little agi to use here about cutting. The group is not perfectly alive. And then when you cut, there is moves here. And this Satori. And you see here, white 4 can be some... When you play here, there is a ladder. So you had to... I think you had to play there. And when you play Latori, there isn't so capture, it's not so great. So maybe you can play it here. And now, if you played some push here, there is a trouble about the stone here. And... or if you blocks here, you know, if you blocks here, there is this Ane. You can play it here, blacks to defend. You can maybe play Latori first, then defend. But now there is a ladder here. So it's something, right? So when 12, if you go down, push here is okay, right? Push is okay. And this way here, this 16 is returning 2 stones. So I think you can play this because here it's black satisfied, right? So you had to connect, and ladder. As this white 4 gives the ladder, right? It was played for ladder breaker. Of course, threatening a little top right. So the AI variations ends after 10, okay? But this is, for me, it's looking for this variation. If it's not looking for this, it's for me a bit strange. So this is the main idea of AI here. The best way supposed to be the best way for black. So variations up to 10 for AI, but I think it's more or less it's one of follow-up. It's white ID behind, playing white 4 gives ladders, and so this, you see the ladder. And I think it's the after 11, 12. The 12 is kind of Tesuji here, important move. So there is a question: do you play the Atori first, then here, because you can take and white can play here? Can be something. Or maybe black may extend here, you play this one and he captures. But maybe in that case, is 12 really okay? I'm not sure. But at least I think you captured 2 stones for white. So maybe for me, just maybe play here, because if it's like this, it's not easy to get rid of 10. If you play here, white can still fight. If you play here, white at 3. So maybe you play there because if white played somewhere else, black can play some Atari and jump to make a net. Did Pro see this? I think it's, you see here number of moves. Here, Atari connects here. This is 20 moves, and after ladder is not difficult to read. So 20 moves, it's standard. It's easy reading for Pro, right? So I think there is no really reason they don't consider this. There is a pip around J12. So J12. Yeah, okay. Or J13 maybe? Uh, uh, J12 is here. So pip. Uh, it's not really a pip, this one. I think it's here, you know, when you are here. I think you consider, do I need zero or not? And so I think it's probably black C. There is the thing here, and the cut is super annoying. You mean the shoulder it? Yeah, you mean this move here, right? Yeah. You mean this one? Yeah. It's not really a pip. It's not a pip. Um, but it's a kind of forcing move, and with this, he got some ladder breaker. And so probably in game, Black's defend because he's afraid of this. Um, he is probably afraid of this. But here, the connection in game, you know, that one, is a little bit passive here. And there is another way, is to push here. So I think this is here. So this is a classic move. Okay, that's right. That is a move he considered. I'm pretty sure Black considered that move. And also he considered probably to play the... He probably considered to play this one as well, or Tenuki at least. And so I think he's thinking here he needs... maybe he see that one. Probably Black see that one. The cut is annoying. And I think, you know, there is a thing here. So you got that one. And if you play that way, so I think you need a resistance for Black. Don't play like this, because it seems here, really, even if you accept this, it seems to be really good for White. Captures with ladder here. I think you feel bad about these results. This doesn't look so great for Black. So I think you need some resistance here, right? There is Atari first. So I think he's thinking here, it's a trouble. What we do? So you need a big resistance, I think. Maybe can you play this? Is it possible that you tries to, you know, force White to connect and play the... White will capture here, but maybe just try to play like this. That's possible. Try to squeeze and get shape after. So this can be a variation here. So it can be a little bit crazy, but maybe... Or maybe if you played here, is White able to play that way? Looks dangerous, right? So there is a lot of variations. So this is if you had to take in here, it's complex. So maybe there is variation like this, some resistance like this for Black. But there is many variations to read about after that 12 here. How to play, no? And maybe also Blacks here and go down is not simple. I think you can play here, and the answer 17 is of course not so great, I guess, because here there is no good answers. You can connect underneath, but it seems to be good for White. B8. So you mean go down here? So yeah, maybe it's possible. This can be huge for Black. You know, it's like White needs to defend, and when you play here, it's not so simple about the fight. Yeah, this is White. White will get some nice corner, but still Black. Black can get some moves here. They can be there is maybe a little agi if you, or maybe it's you had to play. No, you had to play. You can play this. Is it so great? Maybe not so much. So okay, just it will get big corner, but there is still big fight. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you can move later. Yeah. Yeah. This can be annoying and create agi about playing around here or here. They can be a move like g3 also can be something if you consider white somewhere else when you played here. If you got move here, this might be something around jump here, maybe jump. So there is maybe some agi here. There is still agi because they are not captured. So there is some agi and here the center looks better for black. And 15 is not bad for black's one, I guess. So there is many plans. So maybe not so easy to predict everything here because it seems here the thing is follow-up of this is you need to read still a lot of moves because you need to read what happened in center, you need to read what happened in the corner. So now this time is not just a 20 moves variation, it's more like 50 moves because after this it's already 15 moves and you need to read like 20, 30 moves, maybe 30 more moves and with variations. So this probably very complex. And this is probably very complex. And yeah, maybe. Yeah, probably this is just playing here is one of the best, right? You had to accept this. So I think this way is not good, but this way is still very complex and can be okay for black, I guess. So black didn't accept this, and so the thing is, so there is another way to defend a little the cut is to play there. So this is more active because this time if I played here, you can press. You can tell white he didn't defend. So this is white here will play and you get a little better about the center. And so that time, okay, there is a cut, but this time the center is different. You can develop a lot more. When you are like this is you can develop a lot more in center. And white doesn't get the time for the moves here. And they are not so useful anymore. So this can be really different. And here, you can also consider, is it really okay here? Is it really okay? Because maybe white is not alive anyway. So also about this, it's not simple for white because maybe white here will not really manage. So AI versions ends after 10 and says, okay, better than game still, this one. And this seems to be a little bit too defensive because he lost more than 10% win rate. So it's still no big trouble. It's still close game. But it seems to be a bit slack for black. A bit slack and slightly too defensive. And white here securing, it seems white securing some nice territory here. And so black, okay, what he did? He played there. I think it's, yeah, okay, defense. Yeah, it's threatening. This is using the sacrifice again, asking white, please secure the kill. And now black reduced here. Okay, dim invasion. And so it seems here, so what is the AI plan about this is just to push here. But this push, it's already, okay, this makes the game closer. That's crazy. Okay. So here, that one is supposed to be another play. Wrong timing. This is AI move order is you play this and you go down. And so here, it seems white answer is not good. The thing. And that's crazy, just this here. So what I said here is when black played here, so black played the move here, okay? And AI best answer is turn, because it's so big about the center. So black is playing 2 here, connects, but this is second line 2 times. And now when white played here, I think this variation here, you can see black center is way smaller that way. And white starts to develop something in center. White even develops something in center here. So really interesting about the territorial balance here. And in local situation here, it seems that white is better than game. So this is why I can take a little advantage by playing here. And so black has to push one time here. It's supposed to push one time here to before to make it better. And this is a big move, but white should answer here. And then black will develop his area. And as you can see here, black center here from left side looks bigger. If you don't let white turn with one, it's a big difference about the territory here. So it seems to be really important to push 1 for 2. And he didn't. But white played here, and now black chooses to play this far. And it seems he doesn't really need. It was a super close game without. So this is a big risk for black. So this is a risky move. So AI says that's perfectly close to just push. Sorry, here. Just push here. And you can play this one. So you can develop a nice territory and doesn't need to engage a big fight here. Because black potential is enough to make it close. But I think it's black here, with this move, is trying to build a win on that move. So that move is losing some win rate, but I think it's here. White has to play it here, and this can be the start of maybe. Do you need to step back? AI plan is okay. So best answers for white according to AI to this move. You played here, so there is an answer. There is this Atari connects. So looks crazy, but yeah, after it's playing here. So you breaks white area here. So this is variation on Fox. And so here, you see white 2 stones on bottom, not super alive. And bottom left group here, maybe you get some corner, but no big territory for white. So black doesn't care about potential in center. He doesn't want to. And anyway, the proverb says there is nothing in center, and so here, don't try to build any center because center is nothing, and destroy the side because side is important. And K4. Yeah, that pincer the 2 stones here, pincering 2 stones is annoying. White has to make life for them. Salut Akume. Hello. I'm fine, thanks. So yeah, this is white choose to defend in game. And AI says that's a loss for white. And just this trade is a good trade. La partie d'aujourd'hui. Elle est finie maintenant, mais ils jouaient un peu plus tôt ce matin. Ils étaient encore en train de jouer. So this is a compromise for white. He doesn't want to fight. Maybe also this. This is probing white's spirit. Asking is white ready to fight? or is he in defensive mood, you know? And and maybe this is already the white move here. The white move T10 here tells when black here, white will play here. So because maybe the game is super close and white doesn't want to lose territory here, to lose his territory, and because if he lost territory, maybe he's not confident about being able to win the game. So maybe is for me when black plays 2, he knows white will play 3. I think he's ready for fight, and he will manage to through the fight. But I think he's thinking his opponent. Maybe he was pretty sure his opponents will play that way anyway, even if white should resist. So we got that move, and now, yeah, black's here. Develop faster. So the 4 blacks later, if white, let's say white plays somewhere else, something gote, the move here is still super big. F14. F14 is super big about this. And for white, maybe played attachment or something like this. Also big. Yeah, okay. He played the attachment. Okay. He played the attachment, and okay, AI point of view is slightly different. AI said you should play the corner first, and blacks will defend, and after, instead of attach, play the Kema. Similar idea. It should be fine. There is no... It's not interesting for blacks to play that way. And I guess when blacks here, you can play 4. When you can play 5, Ane here. As this is... if you cut, I think white good chance to survive and destroy everything. So what? If you defend here, maybe it's better about the center. Compared to this, you know, this time you are ready to cut, I guess. So it's not the same. So here in that case, what you need is you need to play something here and that way, or this can be here and here. But in that case, it's different, you know. There is things like this. So yeah, maybe you jumped. Shape is slightly different. So maybe the Kema is better. So here we got this one and this one, yes. Black choose to play here, yeah, okay, great. Strong about the center. So here, you can get the moves here, you know, because this is... It's like you need to capture, so maybe you can use this at some point. Or at least when you connect here, this is... Black must be careful. As this way, it's... you cut blacks too here, so it can be profit in corner, and blacks like this, black 6 is you can't cut anymore, so it can be something at some point. So white here, yeah, blacks defense. So here I think it's connect like this, it's better than this one, right? Because this one here, it's very sviatory, and can be helpful for white. As this one, I think you defend, and white got some shape here. Okay, so black's here. Yeah, it seems I prefer the tiger mouth. Okay. But it's there is no big difference. Yeah, there is no big difference. And the thing is here, AI says take Sente, still the bottom left is super important here. Black prevented C18. You mean this with this one? This is slightly less threatening, you mean? This is still the if you tenuki for black, this is still something more or less. Is it? Yeah, there is still more or less something. It's still more or less something. And if you got this, you know, if you got this here, this is a big trouble because here this starts. No, sorry, 9 is here. My bad. This is a co-fight here. So it's more or less the same, to be honest. And the agi of this Atari is big, anyway. So for me, I prefer this many times. I think here this block is more concerned with the center. But I usually prefer this one because when you got something here, like if you had played the Atari, this time here, when you play this, there is no Atari, you know. So like so if white here and here, when you play this one, you don't get Satori here. So when it's like this, you can capture here. You can capture here, and with this shape here, if you get something like this, when it's here, this is Visatari. This time is Visatari. This time is co-fight. So for me, it's a little more agi. This one is little more agi in top left compared to this one. So for me, this one is less agi here. And this one here is more agi, of course, than the two others, but looking more for center, I think. So his idea is now he played this to be strong about the center, and maybe he can suffer a loss in the corner, but the center looks better. It's supposed to be a better move for center. And when white played the Ane, it was mistake according to AI, losing some moonlight. So yeah, the best move for AI is still the bottom left corner is super important. So play it for bottom left. That's huge territory here. That's huge territory, and black has to press down here. There is a cut to do here. And before playing this one, you push one time here. Because 8 improves about the cut here, improves defense, and reduce white a little. So, and then after cut here. So that's, according to AI, the best. And so this here, he played that way, now he defends here, okay, and now black first to play here. And this is, I think, crucial in that game. So win rate of black improved, okay. It seems here AI prefer the attachment. AI prefer the attachment. I think it's question of Sente here. Here, white's defense, and then black has time to jump here. And so I think that one, here white can consider Tenuki. It's possible. So if you Tenuki, black can get C2 for later. So this can be huge for the endgame. And if you attach here, you are Sente here, right, for black. So it's in that case, it's not too bad. So I guess it's white should take Sente. What's the AI plan? Yeah, okay. That AI plan is you should play there and fight that group. So yeah, the best move for AI is to fight that group, and the black move is less sente compared to some attach. You know, if instead you attach, if white played here, a move here is slightly stronger. Or maybe you can do crazy fights, but I think it needs to be stronger first. But this is slightly stronger with that way compared to the Kosumi. You get slightly more points when white's Tenuki. So black choose here. White fighting here. So according to A is a little bit too close. So we will got this. Yeah. Okay. Black resist. Black has to be careful about side shape. This group not so safe. Okay. So he defends here. Okay, now white tries to seal in, but here, when you got this, isn't this dangerous for white? Ah, merci pour le sub Akume. Yeah, so 2 stones in danger. Is it possible? So this is cut anyway, dead, right? And here, this looks like really dead here. I mean, no hope. And this looks like to be troubles, but maybe this is you can survive here with cuts, right? I mean, here, that's still okay. That's still okay, but probably it's trouble about being sealed in here. As this time here, okay, you can atory here, but I think you can do everything here. At some point you're trapped. So it seems here you had no time to cut. So if you had to connect, it's black out of troubles. White has L15 cut, so L15 is... Ah, you mean here? Ah, yeah. In the... So yeah, black should not play the all variation here, right? If you play this, there is a trouble here. Yeah, you're right. So you had to tell, please take this one. You should play more that way for black. Yeah. Just play this and capture in that case. And don't touch. Let's white play 10 for 11. In that case. But if you capture 2 stones, it's good enough. So here, so there is this, but this is still dead, and I guess this is dead still, right? I mean, this is looks impossible for white. So this, and yes, white defense. So impossible to cut. Yeah, I think if white cut is just white's playing here, white losing the game. And it's already difficult for white, I guess. So here it seems AI says you should play 1 for 2 and here. And it seems to be a very close game here. Now black missing a big move at some point. Yeah, okay. When white played a turn here. Black has a big... okay. Just here, black can say it's alive. Because the... So played here, play this Hattori, because as we talked before, in the top left corner, there is big regulation to do. So play this right now to secure a lot. And the white move here, still it's something you can't really cut. So as you can't really cut, it's still white playing here. And then you play some moves here, I think looking a little for cuts. And so this is the AI variation, and that way AI says almost 70% win rate for black. So still close game, but slightly better for black. And black defense here. Black play this one. It's now 50-50 about the win rate. So missing a big chance. And so we got this. Now, since white defends, black has to defend. So black is out of trouble with that group. But now when white here, this is black stone under attack. And if white, let's say black managed to, let's say black is rolling here. The thing is, just play simple moves. You can see white develop a little in center. So it can be some territory here. And maybe you can play there. As black here, white here, black has to connect and cut is okay, right? So, and if you played here, this is okay. And black's here, you can do this. And this cut is going to kill. So you had to connect anyway, and there is a cut. So this 8 is just like, you should play it that way here. And maybe here you can do this, because black's to defend. And here, even if there is move, you can play this one, right? I mean, if black's... so you can play it here, because if black played here, you can resist here. I guess. So you limit the reduction. And if black here, you just connect, it's fine. And maybe also that way you can do it like this, also possible. So it's already with 8 for 9, you 8, 9, 10 here. With 11, you did the job to close. So, okay, black's played here. White here, black needs to defend connection here, yeah. Yeah, okay, this is, I think, remove the liberty, also loss for white. And there is a cut now. So can be something, or maybe even a peeping move here. As that way you can secure, but that's a loss here in top left. So I think before doing this, it looks important, so you can't really, right? The counterpart is too big. Playing here is too big. This is now 2 stones in top left. Looks dead. So yeah, an B15 is so big for white after you make it stronger. So it seems you had no other moves but playing here first. And after you can look for a way to cut. E13. Yeah, playing, you mean playing this one, right? Yeah, playing this one. If it's here, this is like you need to defend right now. And white has time to play here. But maybe we see earlier some exchange like this, and I think it's something you can use as if I play somewhere else. Maybe what happens with, or maybe here, yeah, maybe here. This can be a connection and huge reduction, right? And if I go down here, when you play here, if I tries to cut, there is huge capture. And so if you had to play there, this is you kill everything. And maybe is it good to start here, white to defend, and now you played here. Might be something. So if there is capture and you connect, this is you cut and just one eye. So maybe Aji is more around here. So maybe moves here, asking whites to play here, and maybe here there is cut here. So maybe you can get this. And is it possible that this is asking to defend? Not really, right? You can't. This is still if I defend, still no cut here, right? White still able to connect. So if 5, white black 4 needs to be answered with move like 5. But if there is no answer, there is chance to cut. So this is earlier, if black needs I shape, it was a good move for black, good combination. White defense here after. Okay, so fine, now black here. Okay, good for this area. So you see black concerned with what happened in center. Okay, now he jumped here. So white, difficult for white to push and cut. That's not really working. So if white has to connect, this means you can play around here or maybe thick connection here, maybe that way. So white can cut here, but you limit a lot. You reduce a lot the potential. And black is building also. So white here, black's blocking, yeah, white here, and yeah, that one, great. This is what happened in game. And so what they say about the game here. Okay, it seems just a few moves before. So the situation here, it's super close, but black's playing here, its win rate of white increases a lot. Instead of, yeah, he improves by more than 10% on that move, but the white move here is losing a lot. That's crazy. What white should do here? Okay, white should just, when black played the move here, is white should just play it here. So this starts a huge fight here. And that's so complex for... That's complex for black here, not losing stones. So AI variation is like this. So black has been reduced. Probably with 8, it's, you see, as there is 9, maybe there is a chance that black connects something here. But it seems this white is losing more than 20% in rate here. That's so crazy. But black should not play here. What is black supposed to do here? Okay, black's supposed to push as white here and black Satori. So that way you just catch the stone, maybe. And black has time to play here after. So yeah, h8 is the big move here. Yeah, he had to push right now here. To try to capture the stone. And if you get 5, you know, getting 5 is a good way to reduce. But I think so. Here in game, black played here, and white's played here is maybe not the best. This is probably still white has to play around here. So he missed a chance, but I think white instantly gives black opportunity to keep it close here, instead of white securing advantage. Yeah. That should be 70% win rate for white this way. So still super close game, but get a little advantage for white anyway. So if white defends nicely, he can win by 1.5 point or something like this. But playing this one gives black a big opportunity, because probably it's still so he attached in game, but it's supposed, I think he playing here is fine. It's what AI wants to make it close. But this is probably leads, what we get here, it leads to the similar results, right? What should be, okay. AI answers about this. So after white here, it's super close game. It's like 50-50. But here, so what I said is you should push and get a move here, not playing the elephant jump. It was black's trapped. Black's trap, and so here you reduce black, and so okay, you suffer damage in center, but as in exchange you will reduce bottom right. It's okay for white, and still it's unclear because let's say you defend around here. Imagine you play that already here. This is cut, so this can be tricky. So 111, if you need to defend here and let's capture, this is still big move for white, so it can be tricky. And so maybe played also moves here first. You know, if you maybe you cut here, but that way here, is it really? Yeah, it seems to be okay. It seems you cannot play it here right now. But if you got this, yeah, you had to play 12, I think. And that way, it's black will suffer damage. So anyway, AI versions ends after this one. And yeah, I think before. Yeah, okay, it's before this one. Answers to this, it seems AI had a slightly different plan. It's you played 3 with this move order. So now connects and here. And not the same as the game. This way is you get better than game for white. So this should be slightly better for white. But white played here, and so that thing is super close game. But that's terrible. Black should not push here. I think it's black. Black can play his move right now here or here. Probably this one. Yeah, this one here. After 1 answers 2 here. So you play this and you cut. And so the thing is, white, you don't need to push here. You know, white will needs to defend and you don't need to play 10. 10 is losing a liberty. And maybe will be not answered. So after you played here for black and white defense, but maybe there is things to do here. So anyway, if there is defense here, you can capture and profit on bottom side in exchange. So might be okay. So he chose to play here and he got that one. So white's pushing, but I think this is not too bad for him. So is there... No, it seems here. This is good for... Oh, it seems this is 90% win rate for white. Disaster. Okay, I can't imagine that. AI says that's better here. What? So what's the trouble? It's white got the move here. So you had to connect because there is the... Just because there is a push and cut here. So if you play somewhere else, this is... What's the best play? There is double artery, but might be here and here. Just you cannot cut because of this. So this is white will manage to connect. And the shape is disaster, right? Oh. You can maybe even play... What if you played a move here? This is not working for black. And if you... Maybe you can play it here. So maybe you had to do here. You cannot cut here. Because capture. You can do this. But this is... You can do... What's best here? You can do this. If black played here to cut, that's over. So... and already here, right? Yeah, already here. You cannot play this for black. Yeah, my bad. So here, what? You had to do this. And get this and connect. Okay, this is obviously not so great for black, right? If you had to play that way. It's black still needs to defend right side and white do it all this in Sente. So the Tenuki is painful, right? So you had to fix. You had to fix. You can play somewhere else. So if your plan, for example, is you play this, so this result is so great here. If you had to do something like this is so great for white. Ouais, le groupe, tu veux dire là, autour de la pierre 7 là. Les pierres noires au centre sont vraiment pas en forme. Probablement elles sont capturées. Remember, this is cut, so in that case, it's you can even play 22 here. Black is dead in center. And 3 stones here. They are not alive. So when 16, you had to play there. And that should be game over. So black's defense. And that's anyway here. And supposed to be a 90% win rate for white. So you had to push here. Ah, white defense here right now. Okay. But truth is push here first. If black here, this is too big. If you got this, the territorial value of this for white is so huge. So you can't accept this for black. So black will answer first and you had time. And black will defend. He's playing here first and black has time to play here. Which is big. Is it... Okay, it's a small loss for white. But already a small loss. Now he answers, okay. So black's playing here. Really? So he connects. Ah, what is behind this move here? So imagine, so white defends here. Something like this. Now what about 2? This is shortage of liberty, right? You can do this. And so in that case, it's maybe if you connect here, get the Atari to connect, it's just so perfect for black. So you had to play there, but now it's a cut. So he's looking for this one. So white's defend here, okay. But now, is there a chance to connect here? Atari, blocking, Atari, cut. So that's a way to connect, right? You can't resist to everything. So if you save stones, that's great. So this is, for me, this one, about answering, I don't really get why he's not doing bamboo giant here. This remains edgy about the shape if you play this one. I mean, this is still threatening. This one can still be something later. Or just, for example, playing here might be... Yeah, this one at least is some trouble. So we never know, later can be something. So it's supposed to be a slightly better shape, I think. So he played here. So black now played the connection here. Okay. White here, yeah, it was a big move. So black resists here one time, but he has to connect. Yep. Okay. And now white just played here. Okay. Is it all fine for white? So already before white, because before that move here, it's around here, it's like more than 90% win rate. But this white, instead of playing N3, is losing a liter. And playing this one instead of the other one, also losing a little. So instead of more than 90%, it's more like 70% win rate for white. So 75. Around 75. So now it's... so this is here, the situation here. This one. So if white played here, this is 75% win rate for white. And his move losing a little here. His move losing a little. Now it's when black pushed here, win rate of white is 35%. So that's a huge change. This is a losing move. He was leading. He was leading here. That's so crazy here. This is the in the start of the review. We are talking the end game is probably the most important part. The place the game really decided, and you can see the biggest change. And here, it was white winning the game here. According to AI, win rate 75% if you play there. But just because he played this one, now it's a black win rate. Black win rate 65%. So white's just 35. So he losing 35% win rate. So a big loss. Probably about territory, it's not super big loss. It's maybe just 2 points. Yeah, go is hard, right? It's simple, but so here, if he played this one, of course, it's obviously the follow-up. You know, if black played here, you get the chance to play white 3 and cut. So black cannot play 2. So about the sente behind the move, it's of course more powerful, this one, right? The follow-up can be stronger, and AI says, I think on this variation, it's AI saying it should be more resistance. Black's play 2, white is playing 3. So getting black 3, white 4, because, you know, if you don't defend here, let's say you cut, capturing 3 stones is not something black can accept, so you had to defend. And after this, there is a sente move here. This is just to secure probably like 1 point, something like this. And now what? After this, it's you finally answers to black's 2, and now black will accept, and white is playing here, and black is playing here. So leads to a different game. And if I keep playing the end game properly, he will probably win by something around 1 point. And now the difference is probably when he played here and black's playing here, it's probably black winning by around 1 point. So if black make no mistakes now, and okay, here you will see why here. O9. O9 should be P9. You see why here. When black's playing here, he's getting a great endgame, a great reverse sente. And now here white should connect. And if white played here, if white played this one, when you got this, so if white play like the game, this time 8 is never something. So probably he already lost. If he had played 1 and played like the game after, the thing is black 8 will not be a move, and just this thing is not losing the game. If we play like the game, if we played exchange here, it was here, and white here. So if we got this, now this move is not a move, and probably just with this, white is not behind if he played 1. So that makes a big difference. And probably also here, you know, consider when 15, if you played 1 at P9 and not P9 and not O9, it's more territory for white as well. So the value is so big here. The loss here is important from this white. So here, white's to defend. So that's annoying. So now black's played here. Okay, defense territory. That's super huge. Before we talk about white move here to reduce. And so we talk about getting exchange 1 for 2. And now is removing that option. And the game is super close here. Oh, it seems maybe here. Okay. It seems what AI wants is any one time, and you play more this one. Okay. So it's a little bit similar idea, but seems to be slightly better with AI variation. So now white played here. It was one of the really big end game. If you let black play c2, this can be really huge for black. Securing territory in the corner, threatening to jump. And so if you just get this, the territory here, that's nice for black. He's getting some nice points. So that's very large one. So black played a cut so that we can get this territory for free. And later, this move is big, right? Now we got that super big move. Anion connects. White got this one, so answer. Okay. And white now defend about the cut. Okay. This is tricky. This is tricky. Imagine you played some matter here. That one, that one. That's what you do here. You takes, captures. You connects. Black captures. Is satisfied here. Maybe you can try to cut and co-fight, or just if you connect, at least this one is already nice reduction by black. So 2 is also great. And so what? You also this will lead to the same. There is a blacks 2 here. So you can reduce here. So what? White has to play here and lets black play around here. So what happened in game? White played here, yeah. So just itself, it's a good trade for black, I guess. Okay, and now black win rate is so big. Ooh. Okay, it seems here white wrong evaluation. The move, of course, is big, but what I said is playing this one. Supposed to be bigger. You get one trade here. That's a good center exchange. And then after this, it's you cut first. And you connect. And here, black cannot play this one because this. You can't cut here. And when you play it here, this is Atari and this might be annoying. I guess. At least what I says is you played here. And this after you played that way. So this is the iteration. Different on game, but anyway, this is what happened with top left. Seems to be bigger. And it's a big move here, of course, but if there is just half point difference or 1 point difference, it's just big enough to change a lot. And instead of here, it was supposed to be half point game for black. So black slightly better, but that's super close, so like half point. And when we reach the situation here, win rate of black is now 93%. So black now secure a big lead. So probably it's not like 10 points, of course, because at this stage of the game, if AI says 90% is not totally over, but this is more than 2 points for sure. So for pro, it's still a big lead. It's supposed to be a big lead. So play here is big, and it seems maybe now it's not so complex about the end game. And probably white had no really big chance. So yeah, this is still 95% win rate for black, so good. White capturing here is big. Black answers here, yeah. White defends here. So playing here, defense, yes. White here, black has to connect. Okay, this artillery, black doesn't answer. Maybe later you want to fight a coup. Maybe, maybe white has to play here. The truth is you had to play here. Because here, the black cannot play resistance here, right? Maybe white is looking for coup. But here, you can do this for black. And so you are forced to play here. So this is supposed to be the proper move to get that way. And so this one, I think, is white really wants a fight to come back. So probably black's still going to play there, but about the shape, it's supposed to be the better move, as black not able to push here. And if there is move here, you can capture here. So it should be here and here. So that's fine for white. Yeah. So anyway, black's Tenuki here. So white takes, black should connect anyway. Yeah, so fine. So, okay, here, black play this one. White has to be careful. Ah, you see here, this is maybe came too late. Earlier it was black answering here right now. This time, black's playing Atari first. Because he got the connection here. So white here, you can't really cut because capture, and when you played here, at least you force white to play 2 first. And the thing is, if you played here before and you played Atari, this time when you capture, there is some unnecessary stone, you know? You don't need to play black one. There is no reason. So the thing is, it's easier to sacrifice after. So Atari first for black. Proper move order. Yeah, nice. So white's playing here, playing this one. Black's blocking here is big, very nice follow-up. And you know, if white got this one after, this is white 01, very strong. Black here is just Gote. And here, this is a big one here. You can reduce a lot. So who is playing here is making a big difference. So white defense right now, okay. Black's pushing, and white here. How many eye shape? You have to be careful about the eye shape. So white's playing here, black should push one time here. There is no reason not to play here. This allow to Atari here. So white connects, okay. And is it possible that you... Can you play there? This is still 2 eyes anyway, right? Yeah, still 2 eyes. So black's playing here, pushing here, white connects, black connects. White can connect here anyway. Yeah, but he had to connect this. I forget. Okay, fine. So here, if black's played here, white has to secure 2 eyes, right? Playing here should be bad because white connects and that way it's better for white. So yeah, okay, black's played here. What a strong move. Yeah, that's super huge because this is going to cut. So this is white has to play there, okay? And now there is this Atari. So this makes the game over. Because this Atari, if connects here, there is a capture. And white has to play here, so you rescue the stone here. So that's a really big move. And if you consider to play this now, that's go fight to kill white stones. Can you do better, like playing Atari from this way right now? I mean, if connects, no, that leads to nothing, right? Just here, so leads to nothing. Or is there some Atari first? That way might be something. I think it's still not. I mean, capture or just connect. This is Atari, but captures. At least it's some squeeze. But I think I still prefer the idea of capturing and forcing him to connect, right? So it's obviously game over here. He doesn't need that Tesuji, but at least this finished the game. You know, when he played here, White can resign. So this is Erhao winning here and reach the final. Okay, great. It was very close game. At some point, Black was leading. At some point, White was leading, and yeah, it was. The truth is, up to here, it was still half point, and before here, it was slightly better for White. It was slightly better for White at this stage, and White. Here it was really good game for White. So White missing to play here before was a big thing. There is a super big difference not playing this White one here, and because he didn't play this exchange, it's he losing big advantage, missing a big chance, and this is here. The thing is, Black playing a better on game and won the game because he played better on game. So that's great for him to play really good on game. And after here, again, this move was not accurate about the end game. This one, and this one was too slack. So, but I got this move for free, and this is the last big mistake for White. It was still half point, so we never know, everything possible. But when he played here, after, Black is leading by too much.